Welcome, stars. Welcome to the Star Room, all about the winter time and the winter season, a time of going within, a time when there's less days of sunlight and increasing days of darkness. But after the winter solstice, it changes around. We start gaining our light, we start increasing the light. So during this time, a lot of energy. The full moon is in the middle of the month. It's January 17th. It's going to be at 5:47 p.m. and it is in the sign of Cancer. So the moon is the ruler of this event in a big way. Sometimes we say there's other rulers, right? Because it depends what sign it's in. But the moon rules Cancer energy. Well, the moon is mom, family, emotions, its feelings, its needs, and securities, emotional needs, emotional securities. To sometimes a little bit of the creature comfort stuff, okay? Even though a lot of that is Taurian because it's your physical needs. But with Cancer energy, it's your home and it's your physical location, you can see how those lines blend a little bit, right? Like your home, you want to go in it and you know what your home needs to look like and what needs to be there for you to be like, this is home. Who needs to be there? And a lot of folks say, guess what? Home isn't necessarily what's over my head. It's not just the four walls, but it's what I hold here, right? It's my place of peace and my emotions. So it's our foundation, literal physical foundation of our upbringing from childhood. So this is why we reference the moon as to being part of the past. A full moon in the sign of Cancer is an emphasis on family. And that's the micro meaning of it, your personal family, but also your tribe, because we can make people family that we aren't related to. But on a big scale, right, on the next level up, it's humanity because it's the public. When it's the moon in the sign of Cancer, this is an emphasis on the public. A full moon is when you have the sun and the moon at opposite ends of each other. The moon in the sign of Cancer and the sun at the opposite, the exact opposite of Cancer is Capricorn, which is why I started talking in the beginning about feeling very strong about something, feeling like we're in charge. And Saturn is the one that's in charge because Saturn knows. Saturn is the tried and the tested, right? Saturn is firm. It's hard. So some say that it's cold, it's rigid because it sets up rules. It creates boundaries. It organizes, though. That's the whole point of Capricorn energy. These are the goals up here, but I know I got to do this and this and this and this to get to here. That's what Saturn's really, really good at. It can say, okay, it's the manager at the job. It's the people who are in charge. It's the boss energy, right? It's Capricorn. It's the goat. So it knows if I just work diligently and climb and keep working at it, I'll get there. But it has to be methodical and somewhat organized in what it does. And it doesn't give up. It persists. So it's the goals and it's the ambition. It's the drive. It's understanding there's rules. Opposition, they're opposite of each other, right? Polar, one's at this end, one's at the other. It's kind of like a push-pull energy. There's a challenge. There's a, hey, I'm the authority figure. This is the father, the son. But it's really, really, really strong in Capricorn. Okay, because Capricorn already thinks it's the boss. Well, the sun thinks it's the boss too. But then you got the moon. The moon is the boss when it's in Cancer. So this is very, very, very powerful. Remember, the moon represents emotions, and Saturn energy, Capricorn, the opposite of emotions, is no emotions, could be cold, may even feel distant. Capricorn energy can even suffer from depression at times, hard emotions. Keep your ears open for the degrees because regardless of being confused by a whole bunch of other degrees that you maybe hear me say or throw around, it's the degrees of the full moon that you're really, really want to pinpoint in your chart. So it's 27 degrees and 50 minutes. So this is emotions and home. This is work. This is goals. This is family. So a release in something, a release in someone that we might be hearing shocking information. Aquarius is the lightning bolt, and it usually says, expect the unexpected. That's Aquarian energy. At this full moon, considering Venus is in Capricorn. It's over our values, but it's people who have big power in government. January 13th might be a bigger day. You want to know a little bit more information pertaining to your chart, especially when we talk about where Mars is located in all of this. Comment below. Let me know that you want to know, and I will help you to figure this out. Or you show up in the Starry Night Live, and I usually spend more time with people in depth that way. Uranus and Saturn square. There is a time when Saturn and Uranus are starting actually to square up. When we get to, that's August. Okay, we're not even going to talk about that. So I'm going to come back and do a separate video for that. I just realized there's a whole lot of shit involved there that I think that we definitely need to honor by spending a little bit more time. So with that, this full moon, it's all about family. It's all about feelings. It's all about emotions. It's all about my tribe. It's all about a release. It's a letting go. It's a culmination. It's as though we finished something. Just know that if you challenge those that are in charge, I'm not saying to never do it. There are times when it has to be done. To get ahead at this time, it's all about who can follow the rules. And that's just what the astrology is showing. So you gotta kind of navigate these waters carefully in your own life. And the best way to do that would be to go find somebody professional, specifically who can look at your chart for you. Yes, I can do that for you, and I do it for folks for free on the Starry Night Live. But if you want to do it in a private way, you can just contact me down below, email me. If you've got your own people to do that, then great. These are complex times. And just remember, we're going through a birthing process, and which is why I started the video off with talking about holding peace and kindness within your heart.